Hi, I'm Dr. Surisha and a warm welcome to you to my channel. In this video, you're going to learn about the AIDA model, AIDA, okay, the AIDA model of marketing or advertising, right? AIDA, A stands for attention, I for interest, D for desire and A for action. Okay, and this AIDA model of marketing or advertising, this typically is based on the hierarchical model or on the assumption that consumers typically go through a process. Okay, they just do not jump to conclusions, but rather they go through a continuous process or a step-by-step process before making the purchase of a product or a service or a concept or an idea, whatever be it that the marketer is going to sell. It is based on the concept that they go through a process. Okay, and this model says that marketer has to follow certain steps, okay, in attracting the attention of the consumer and finally taking him through the journey and letting him finally make the purchase in the brand's favor. Okay, so in the first step of AIDA model is attention. Okay, grabbing the attention of the target audience, that is very, very important. Okay, and this plays a crucial role because we do not pay attention to everything. We do not do that. Some things we just ignore, or some at least they don't catch the attention of our eye or of our mind. Okay, many things we just do not care or we just do not bother. Okay, only few things reach our conscious mind. Okay, so it is very important for a marketer to be in those very few items or very less information that reaches the minds of the consumer consciously. Okay, so it is very, very important for the marketer to attract the attention of the consumers. Okay, this they can do through different ways, right? They can catch hold of the attention of the consumers through different ways. Like usually, we pay attention to something which is different, right? Something which is different from the usual, something which is unusual, something which is say shocking, or something which is say very different. Okay, so this concept exactly is known as creative disruption, where you are trying to break the routine and you are trying to catch the attention of the consumers by providing them information or a message which is different from the routine pattern. Okay, so this creative disruption can be done in order to catch the attention of the consumers. Okay, so this creative disruption can be done, say for example, by placing your ads or placing your promotional concepts or campaigns at say unusual places, or designing the promotional message in a different way, in something away from the routine. Okay, so that difference or that breaking the pattern kind of a thing, it attracts the attention of the consumers. Okay, at this point of time, I would like to give you an example. Like 20 or 25 years back, when the disease AIDS was into the societies, it was new to the society, but it was spreading fast. Okay, at that point of time, there is a government run campaign. Okay, and the awareness program was so differently designed that after 20 years or 25 years, I still remember that as an example for creative disruption. Okay, and I would like to share it with you, right? So the government at that point of time, the people were unaware of this virus. Okay, there was no awareness among the public on AIDS. So the first and foremost job of the government was to create awareness. Okay, so what should be done to create awareness means they thought of grabbing the attention of the public first, right? And the campaign, it started with saying that Puliraja, like it was a fictional character. It was a fictional, they created a fictional character named Puliraja. And everywhere in the state, like everywhere on the roads or in the rural areas, urban areas, where not, everywhere, the government, they started setting up hoardings, they started giving print ads, okay, stating that, will Puliraja get AIDS? With a question mark. So that was the only sentence that was printed in a newspaper ad. That was the only sentence. Will Puliraja get AIDS? That was the only sentence on the hoarding. Right? So it was so different at that point of time that everybody started discussing, who is this Puliraja? It was actually a nobody, like it was just a fictional character. Okay, and immediately their attention was shifted to AIDS. Who is this Puliraja and why will he get AIDS? What is this AIDS? So people in the state, they started discussing this so intensely that it reached the masses so quickly. Okay, right from kids to old people, everybody, like women, men, everybody was interested. Everybody's attention was so drawn to it that everybody started questioning, everybody started discussing who is this character and what is this AIDS. So that was an instant success in the state. Okay, so that is the example of creative disruption. Till that point of time, there was no such ad campaign run. Okay, just stating just posing the question without any further information. Okay, so it immediately caught the attention of the whole population, and then they started disseminating information. Then they started giving all authentic information about AIDS. What is that virus and how is it affected and what are the preventive measures and all those things. The do's, the don'ts, every information, every piece of information, authentic information was disseminated later. Okay, so here the point is, once the attention of the people was so intensely drawn towards the concept, then it was easy for them to spread that information. Okay, that information, it directly reached the conscious minds of the public. Okay, so that is how attention can be drawn, and that is how it is important for any marketer. Okay, that example that I have given you is, so it is regarding a disease, a social awareness campaign. But the same thing, the same rule applies to brand promotion also, even to commercial marketers also. It is very, very important for them to draw the attention of the target audience or the target consumers. Okay, so this creative disruption, this helps them draw that awareness towards them. Okay, when you are not following a particular pattern and when you are trying to deviate from the pattern, that deviation, that doing the things differently, that attracts the attention of the consumers. Okay, so once you get their attention, then you can tell them what you really want to tell. You can convey your message then. Okay, so this is one of the things. Also, provocative advertising, like questioning the capabilities of the consumer. That is another creatively disruptive advertising. Okay, you are directly questioning the potential of the consumer. Okay, so that provokes the consumer. What are they questioning me? Are they questioning my potential? Are they questioning my capacity? Or as a buyer, as a consumer, that attention is drawn towards the towards that provocation. Okay, so that is another kind of thing. And another thing is you appeal. Any advertising message or any marketing message should not be generalized. Okay, it should be personalized. It should directly be personalized, like you. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to everybody. Okay, I'm not concerned with everybody. I'm concerned with you. I want you to understand. I want you to pay attention so that you appeal. That makes a lot of difference in advertising or marketing in drawing the attention of the consumers. Right? So this is the first part of AIDA model, that is attention. In the next video, I will be updating you with the next 3 steps of AIDA model. Okay, please do not forget to like the video, share it and do subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you.